What is going on, everyone? Stevo Supremo here, and I am just another game collector. And today it's going to be the start of a new series that involves this box. And this all happened because of spring cleaning last week. I told you guys it was going to be spring break, so I took most of the week cleaning up the game room. The game room is looking in tip-top shape now, almost ready for a game room tour. Garage got cleaned up and everything straightened out. But in the midst of cleaning everything, I remembered I had boxes of these stored everywhere. And what's in these? Tons of Magic the Gathering, Dragon Ball Z, some Pokemon cards and stuff in all these boxes. Most of them are called the bulk card section. These are a lot of bulk cards. When you open packs, it's just cards that people don't really necessarily care about. It's stuff you might use to still play and put in your decks and stuff, but it's not the cool, fancy illustration art rares or anything like that. Just your basic common cards for the most part. And I got a bunch of these boxes in my house. I have maybe 7 or 8 boxes. And this is one of the small boxes. I got like the bigger ones. I think hold 5,000 cards in it. They're mostly those. And I got like 7 or 8 of those in the house. And I figured, you know what? As part of the spring cleaning, we need to start cleaning out some of these cards. And it's a bunch of stuff to go through. It's a lot of stuff like this, but recently, believe it or not, like some guy's channel popped up on my YouTube feed. I believe he's called It's Phantom, where he started a TCG card business from $0. That's what he wanted to do. And he's been uploading a video like every day. I'm like, man, what did I get this recommended to me for? But it was really enjoyable to watch. Now, do I want to start a online TCG business? No. You guys know it's kind of painstaking for me to want to go on eBay and list anything because I hate taking all the pictures and everything like that. I like waiting until my local show to do a lot of my games, to just set up there locally and do things that way, because I kind of hate doing stuff on eBay, much less going through hundreds of thousands of cards and possibly listing those on eBay. But seeing his channel kind of inspired me. It's like, you know what? I could take these cards and send them off somewhere to a bulk person who will give me like 20 bucks a box or something, or I could put in a little work and effort into it and see if I can extract some value from this stuff. So that's what we did. The part of the spring break was starting this journey off to see if we can turn TCG cards, these trading cards, into video games for our collection. So that's going to be the goal. This will be the first episode in it. And again, I do not know how many episodes long this will go, what kind of goal I'm even going for. We'll just start putting stuff on there and listing and see what happens. I will first and foremost tell you guys the thing that I started with first was Magic the Gathering cards. I started getting into Magic. This was early on when starting to watch Dustin Christ, TG Appileus. They were big fans of Magic the Gathering. I always wanted to get into it because I grew up a Yu-Gi-Oh guy. That's the card game I mainly played until it got all crazy. And seeing their stuff with Magic was just like, man, Magic just seems like the one I want to get into. So I started getting Magic cards. Those started piling up. And yeah, I just have a lot of that stuff sitting around. And it's also the easiest one to actually go through, to sort, to list, and put on eBay, because there is an app on my phone that makes all that really easy. We'll get into all that. And then there's Pokemon stuff. There's tons of Pokemon cards to go through and bulk to list. But this is something that for most people, it's a very slow, long process. Getting thousands of cards listed on your page and stuff. They also use TCG Player, which I don't plan on wanting to use any of that, just only eBay, so I don't have to worry about going out and buying stamps and stuff. But I don't know, just watching It's Phantom, like his little journey with doing it, was like, you know what, this could be a cool way to maximize the value on this stuff. So does that mean I'm looking to go out and buy all these collections and stuff? No, just what I have here in my house already, just to see what we can get rid of to add to the game fund. And this is, I don't know how much time each day I want to put into it, because again, it's not like I need the money from this stuff to go get the games I want. I can just go get them. But I just thought it'd be a fun little journey and adventure and series to do to, I don't know, just see what we can find in these boxes. Kind of cool just going from it. The most exciting part was going through them and just like seeing on this app ding when you find a card that, wow, this is like a $10 card that's been sitting in this box, and some even higher, which you'll see in some of these video clips. So without further ado, let's get into the process of all this thing and how I did it. And again, I was like, first I'm going to start with Magic because it's the easiest, because the toughest part in all this is trying to find out where the value is in your cards. Unless you know everything about every card, you need to find a way to find the value in it. Unless you have some type of sorting machine or sifter that can do that all for you through the computer, you're basically going to be going by and looking each one up one by one to seeing what actually has some value in here, because it's just painstaking. And for Pokemon, it's really tough because it's pretty much the easiest way to do that for someone like me who doesn't have all that equipment and just my phone. It's using the TCG Player app and letting it scan the cards. And even when it does that, you'll scan one card, it'll bring up variations you gotta pick, and then it takes forever for the card to even scan sometimes in it. I bought this cool little stand, this 3D printed stand, that what you do is you set your phone on top here that has a slot. You take your card, boom, it slides in, and when you look from the top view, you see this card inside, and your phone can scan it through the app. And then boom, it'll tell you a price of what that card is, what it could be worth, and whether or not it's going to be worth your time to put on your store to even try to sell. Now, from listening to It's Phantom, how he processes his pricing and stuff, he takes out anything over 25 cents. So if something dings up 25 cents, boom, that's something you could put in your eBay store, possibly sell for $1.99 with free shipping, and make 75 cents off of it, roundabout. But again, the Pokemon stuff is just so tedious going through that app to do it. So we started with Magic cards because there is an awesome app called Mana Box that I'll put up footage for you guys now so you can see what it's like from my phone screen. Just sliding the card in through that app, boom, the price comes up practically instantly, and it builds up a CSV sheet for you that you can use to take to another website that can feed it all into your eBay automatically for you. You can change prices and stuff from there once it's inside that app if you want to, and it's so much easier through this app looking up prices of Magic the Gathering cards. That's what I did. We started with Magic, and I'm still not through anywhere near all my Magic, but from the first bunch we pulled up, I'll show you some of the highlights in the video here from where we were sorting through it, because we got some pretty cool cards from the ones I started sorting through. Ooh, that's a foil card, but it's not letting me change it. I wonder if it's got the wrong set on there. We might have to go, well, it's the right picture. Anyways. Ooh, another good one. Let's go. Woo! We hit the little... Is that two of the same? Yeah. No way. What? Myself with a card I just scanned. $50 card. Yeah. Holy smokes. So yeah, pretty insane that scanning through it, we got a near $50 card just sitting in a box for who knows how long it's been sitting in my garage. I think I've had that card from the specific box it was in since like 2015 or 16 when I got that thing. I can't remember. It's just insane. But there could be value everywhere in these boxes. Who knows? From the first initial sets of what hasn't been sold yet, because we're going to go over some of the sold listings I put up from this spring break week, so you guys can already see where we're going to be finishing at for this first video. We still got like 30 or 40 cards here that are at least $3 and up on single card values just sitting in my hand. Just insane, the stuff I was coming across. And everything that was a quarter and up I have divided in a section. Everything 50 cents and up is in another section, and so on and so forth, because that's how the pricing goes. So pretty cool stuff. Again, it still can take a while. I was sitting there watching like sports and stuff on TV or YouTube videos while I'm sitting there just feeding the cards through this little scan machine. Then at the end, pull it all out. So it can still take time, and like time is precious. It's one of the most precious things we got, and how you spend it, you got to spend it wisely. So we're going to do this for a little while, just seeing how it does. If it doesn't do well at all, so be it. But just from this first week in this first episode, we already got some pretty good results right off the bat. to add to some game fundage. And I don't know what game in particular I want to pick out yet with it. Like I said, I don't know the goal I want to hit. By episode 2, I'll have that for you guys. Now, is this going to be an every week thing? No, this is probably going to be like a once a month update thing, because it could be forever when more cards. Again, these are just bulk cards, and it takes a while to get all this stuff listed, so who knows. And at the end, if it just takes too long, we will just take them and dump them off for someone who wants to buy the whole boxes themselves, and they can do all the work. And that will go to our games fund. So let's head to the computer now, and I will show you guys what we've done so far in sales to wrap up this episode.
All right, so here we are on the computer, guys, and 7 sales so far within our first, it's been like 5 days since I started doing this. And these last 2 here, the Dark Prophecy and the Halo Fountain, literally, I just noticed that they had sold when I got on the computer just now. So 2 more extra sales today to add to the total. And yes, the big ticket item that we found, the clip I've showed you, that was like a $50 card. It almost sold instantly, like when I listed it. I think I listed it for $44.99. Because again, I don't need to get maxed out on any of these things or get the highest retail value on it. No, these are in boxes. I'm just getting rid of them. And to get 31 after all the fees and stuff kind of hurts, but still, we made 30 bucks off of a card that's been sitting in the box for over 10 years. So grand total $59.04 is what's being added to our game fund. And again, I gotta figure out which game I want to get with it. There are some that I would like to target. There's some games I really would love to add to the collection that are complete in box ones, like a Symphony of the Night. Maybe that can be the goal. A Dragon Quest IV to finish off my NES complete in box Dragon Quest stuff. Can I raise almost 500 bucks to get a complete in box Dragon Quest from out of all this bulk? I don't know. Could take a year to do it, but it'll be cool to see. So in this first little 5 days of stuff, and I still got some decent cards in this first little stack here of like my $3 and up cards, and I haven't even started with listing the low stuff yet, because again, this is going to take some time. So it'll take some time to get all this done, but it's going to be a fun little journey and a cool little side project on the channel here, because again, this is about, I'm a game collector. It's about adding games to the game collection, and this could be just another way to do that. So it'll be a fun little ride. If you like it, come along for the ride. This will be the first episode of it, and stay tuned for episode 2. It might be a month from now, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So I'll keep you guys updated if you're interested in it. And hey, maybe you can learn off me too, and I can show you guys what I'm doing if it starts to be a success, and how I'm listing these things and how the app and stuff works, if you're interested in doing it too, if you're within Magic or Pokemon. But we'll see. This could fall on its face. I don't know. Catch you guys in the next one.